I'm sure you all have heard of the, critically acclaimed The Last of Us 2. I'm sure you all have heard of that, especially with The Last of Us getting a show. With Season 2 being in production. The Last of Us 2, yep. Maybe I didn't and forgot, okay. So chat. HBO's The Last of Us Part 2 won't feature Abby with muscles as huge, since the series doesn't need to emulate video game mechanics. Spent years defending Abby's realistic post-apocalyptic muscular body. Said her body was necessary for the plot and even buffed her more after the first teaser. Can't find any girl with Abby's body for the live action. So he has to use a new girl to play her. I love The Last of Us, the first game anyway. I love that game so much, so much. What a beautiful game. If you didn't know, it had two writers. I don't know her name, but a female writer and, well, Neil, what's his name, Duckman? Well, the female writer left. And he wrote the second game on his own. And the second game is shit. I generally don't know how it got Game of the Year. Either way, this is ridiculous. He completely goes out of his way to defend it. By the way, look at this. Look at the difference. Look at the difference! I think I would have liked Abby a tiny bit more if she was still like this way. She was completely fine in 2017. What the frick happened in 2020? Sure, there's someone whose body would be realistic, but it's Janon Carano and she's cancelled in pop culture. I don't know who that is. Lots of roids. Yeah, right, roids. And who does steroids in a post-apocalyptic world that she technically grew up in? She was a very young girl. No, she was born into it. She was born into the post-apocalyptic world. Those who have stockpiles, she doesn't do steroids. Chat, she doesn't do steroids. Let's look at the comments. Abby is a Franklin character with the face of one woman, the body of another, and the voice of a third. I mean, the voice doesn't always match the body, so that one doesn't matter. Those two? And then they further increase her muscle mass from a CrossFit athlete digitally. And that would be fine, except for the fact that they were telling us she's realistic. She's blatantly not, she really isn't. The fact is, while male actors commonly use steroids and are commonly expected to use steroids since it's normal for them to need to maintain a superhero physique for 20 years straight without being able to dedicate their entire life to bodybuilding, you will have a hard time finding an actress who'll agree to use them, because not only is potentially wrecking your health for one role not worth it, she'll end up with a body 99% of other roles don't want. And roids is the only way to get an Abby physique without years and years of pro-level training. They'd have to cast a professional bodybuilder who, because they're not a professional actors, probably can't act very well. Also, Hollywood knows general audience will reject Abby just like gamers did. Yeah, we all hate Abby. I mean, muscular women do exist, but I'm pretty sure The Last of Us and Player take place in a world with fucking zombie and everyone drained out of resources. Where does she even get protein for muscle building? Because I don't think women can achieve that physique without either intense workout or biological condition. Her group control part of Seattle. They have a football stadium where they are growing crops and have extensive gym facilities. They even show her being given extra portions of food. She has trained obsessively since her father was killed. The head of the outfit has been using her as a combatant against other humans. And yet, her body is still fucking unrealistic. Even if she was training all that time, she wouldn't look like this. Like, no fucking way, man. Me eating all your food supplies because I'm bulking. Right? They already have limited supplies, and they're just giving it to Abby so she can be buff. Even then, most of those bodybuilder physiques are not achievable without steroids. Yeah, especially as a woman. Even the muscle structure looks weird, it does. Also, chat, don't you agree 2017 looks at least more realistic compared to 2020? She looks a bit more likable. So post-apo, they just give her all the time and supply she needs to get buff. Yeah, because her only reason of living is avenging her father. By the way, that plotline is so fucking shit. It's so shit. I hate it so much. We don't see her father die on screen in The Last of Us 2. Maybe we do. But it's not that important. It happens in the first one. But just like written in later on, kind of. He's one of the doctors at the end. Damn spoilers. Like, chat, when The Last of Us 2 was announced, I was waiting for it to come out, but I had to sell my PlayStation, so I couldn't play it. So I stayed away from all the spoilers for all those years. For all those years, I stayed away from spoilers. So I played it 5 years after release, and I've heard people talk about it. That they said it's shit. And I was like, I will play it for myself. I will not listen to what other people say. I will form my own opinion. And my own opinion is, it's fucking garbage! This game success! They ruined everyone! They ruined all the characters! I don't understand. How did this game get Game of the Year? It got Game of the Year! Game of the fucking year! It's garbage! It's poo-poo! It's shit! I was excited too that the bad press that came from its development really turned me away from being interested in it. I was such a huge fan of The Last of Us 1, man. Sony bought the awards, they had to. They had to. There's no way they fairly and justifiably got Game of the Year. What game are you talking about? The Last of Us. My problem is the story is fucking dog water. Hell, even Fallout 4 have better story than The Last of Us 2. I didn't play the Fallout 4. At one point I do want to. But yeah, the story is just everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Have you seen the TV show? I have seen the TV show of The Last of Us. And in fact, I did enjoy it. I did enjoy the story so far on The Last of Us TV show. Now I am coping. I am very much coping that they're going to maybe improve season 2. But with how full Neil Druckmann is of himself, or is it Druckmann? But with how full that guy is of himself, I don't have much hopes. I will be honest. Druckmann? Is it Druckmann? Neil Druckmann? Okay. I don't have much hopes. Neil Druckmann, more like it. I generally don't have much hope. And season 1 was really good. I did enjoy season 1. I've been thinking of replaying The Last of Us again. Because the first game is genuinely amazing, man. Been thinking of buying it for PC, like the remastered version, right? The like 60 FPS, good graphics one. But yeah, have you tried the Telltale games? No. No, I haven't. Either way, I'm highly disappointed in The Last of Us. This is a freaking joke. Like, this is the one time I'm hoping that the show writers will do their own spin on a show. This is the one time I'm hoping for it. This is the one time I'm genuinely hoping. Is he actually involved in the show? I believe he is. I believe, unfortunately, he is. The story has already been told 3 times? 3? Really? But, yeah. Here's hoping, chat. Here's hoping. Here's hoping. Let's stay high on copium.